So does The Strangers Chapter 3 breathe new life into this trilogy, or is it the final nail in the coffin for this failing franchise? Let's talk about it. And as always, I'm Isaac on Films. Make sure you follow me for all things movies and physical media. So back in 2008 we got the original Strangers film, and while it's a decent enough little slasher, a couple dumb character decisions stopped it from becoming something truly great, but it did give us some iconic villains with the trio of Strangers. 10 years later we got the direct sequel, Strangers Prey at Night. It's a brand new cast, a brand new story, and then dumb character decisions are amped up to 11. There's still some fun to be had and it's still enjoyable if you're a fan of the Strangers franchise. So when it was announced a few years later that old school director Renny Harlin was adapting a new Strangers trilogy, I was pretty excited hearing that news. If you don't know Renny Harlin, he directed films like Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger and Deep Blue Sea, which is still considered one of the best shark movies since Jaws. And it was said at the start of production they were going to be shooting all 3 films back to back, so that meant we were definitely getting the whole trilogy no matter how well they did. And then finally, after about a year's wait, came the release of The Strangers Chapter 1. Take everything bad and negative about that original 2008 film, times it by 100, and that is The Strangers Chapter 1. Terrible acting, terrible decisions, and just an all-round awful slasher film. And it didn't give me much hope for the rest of the trilogy. So the following year, 2025, The Strangers Chapter 2 was released, and this was a bit of a step up. Not because the acting was any better or the character decisions were any more logical, it was still a bad movie, but I was entertained from the beginning to the end. And I was probably locked in and enjoying it in the cinema because it was trying something new, it was a whole new story, it wasn't retreading the sort of steps of that 2008 film, and it was doing something original. It picks up right where the first film leaves off. There's one scene in there featuring a CGI boar, and everyone online was saying this was the worst part of the film. It looked terrible. I actually thought that was the best part of the film, and I enjoyed it. Again, it's not a good film, but it was a massive step up from part 1, and if you went in with really low expectations like I did, you'd have probably been pleasantly surprised. And now we're here in 2026 and the Strangers trilogy is finally coming to an end. I just saw Chapter 3 the other night, and here's my thoughts on it. This film picks up directly after the previous chapter ends. This was a step up from Chapter 1, but it was definitely a step down from Chapter 2. I enjoyed it, I was never bored, there were some interesting things that happened, but you will be sitting there like me rolling your eyes at all the dumb character decisions that they just can't seem to shake in this franchise. I did enjoy Chapter 2, I did enjoy Chapter 3, Chapter 1, awful. If there was a cool little trilogy box set, I might have to add it to the collection, but these films are nothing to write home about. What did you think of the new trilogy? Let me know down in the comments.